Thank you for your testimony, and we are now going to move to Alex Stein.
Hey guys, it's me, Alex Stein. I just want to talk about the latest political action committee coming out in 2024. We started, it's called Illegals for Trump, and we want to offer illegal immigrants better social services.
You have to stay on topic.
It is what I'm saying. We're going to be able to give Section 8 and Section 9 housing to illegal immigrants over American citizens under this new legislation that Donald Trump is going to put in, because we need to support illegal immigrants more than all of these lazy
Sir, you
people.
have to stay on topic.
No, but I'm talking about all these people are lazy. They don't deserve a house more than a person from Venezuela.
Sir, you have to stay on topic. That's not on topic.
No, but do you not understand what I'm saying? Why are all these people complaining about Section
Do you
9?
understand what I'm saying? You have to stay on topic, sir.
Well, I'm talking about public housing, and I'm talking about the Section 8 difference and Section 9 difference that's going to happen when legislation gets in that accommodates illegal immigrants over actual natural-born citizens. Because natural-born citizens, all these people were born in a silver
Sir,
spoon.
you have to stay on topic.
I'm on topic. Listen, is Jennifer Gutierrez there, my favorite big booty Latina? I'm sick of you guys always shutting me down. You're doing the same. Jennifer Gutierrez.
You have to stay on topic.
Well, I can say big booty Latina. I'm at a meeting. You don't know the First Amendment, pal? I'm Primetime 99.
I do, and I respect your First Amendment, but you have to stay on topic.
Quit interrupting me, because I'm trying to help out some illegal immigrants. Y'all know we need to help some of these Haitians. I don't care if they're cannibals and they're eating each other.
Sir, you have to stay on topic.
What do you mean? We got people cooking rats. If we get the Haitians out here, they won't have to eat humans anymore. They can eat the street rats. I don't know why y'all can't get along.
Sir, I'm going to warn you again. You have to stay on topic, or we will mute.
You don't know the topic, son.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your testimony. Can you please mute? All right.
My grind so refined, I got no time for no games. Ask yourself why would I make time for you lames? At all costs, cause I'm a boss. But break them off, yeah, gotta break them off.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we have an epic episode in store for you this evening. We got the one, the only Jason Whitlock on to talk about a lot of the controversies that he always enriches himself in that we love so much. But before we get to Jason, we got to welcome on our in-studio guest. You know him, frequent guest of the show, the one, the only, Danny Polishchuk. Danny,
yo.
Get comfortable, dude. Get really comfortable. Max and relax. That was originally my chair. If you notice, It's kind of broken.
Oh, it's fine.
Is it?
It's nice.
Okay, good.
I mean, you're the only show that has a recliner.
I know, because we like to have a real chill vibes here.
Super chill.
We want to keep it extra chill. Did you take any Delta 9s before the show? Did Jimmy give you any Delta 9s?
No.
Jimmy, why didn't you
What?
give me any
Send them over right now.
I don't think they sponsor us. I found them. You want some?
Oh.
Delta, you found them?
Wait, Delta 8 or Delta 9?
Delta 99.
Oh, what?
Dude. Yes, primetime Alex Stein Delta
Send
9.
them.
Dude, yes.
Send it.
Okay, Brandon, get the Delta 9s on deck, because this show is going to get extra weird. So, Danny, we want to start off. We love your content. I'm not just saying that. As a friend, I do actually like it. And I love that you poke the bear. And when I say poke the bear...
And I mean, coming from the guy who's Mr. Bear Poker.
I'm literally just cranking... Oh, look at this.
What's the strength of these things?
Still 10 milligrams.
They're strong. Here, I'll pop one too. Why not? Let's just...
I'll take it.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, take the Delta 9. All right, cheers. Oh my gosh, you ate all that Delta 9. No!
Is that too much?
Yes! Have you ever taken Delta 9?
Is it actual...
You're going to feel high.
Danny, you're about to get really high.
You're about to get high. Oh, eat it.
No,
you
own it.
How high?
Not that bad, but you're going to get high.
THC?
No, but it's Delta 9. I didn't know this works. I thought Delta 9's fake. It works, dude. It makes you feel...
Can I swear on this?
Yeah.
Tastes like shit.
I know. It tastes like...
You're not your sponsor, are they?
That's a synthetic marijuana. No, they stopped sponsoring us.
Danny, you're not driving, right?
No.
Okay, good.
We're going to go watch the hockey.
And we're good. Let's roll.
We'll see how high I get.
Yo, you're going to get pretty high. We should have eaten that before, maybe showed that. But we want to get into, you've been going after, I'm leading the illegals for Trump and the gays for Palestine.
Yep.
You are going after Hamas.
Yeah.
Let's play a little video.
Hi there. My name's Siraj Hashmi, and I'm the head of the U.S. chapter of Hamas. And today I'm making this video because I just want to say thank you to all the women in this country who have been supporting our cause. Hamas is an incredibly misunderstood organization, with our key objectives being reclaiming our land, the right to self-determination, and then eventually eradicating all Jews worldwide. Most people in the West don't even realize that Hamas is actually an acronym that stands for Homosexual Accepted Multi-Ethnic Allied Solidarity. You don't need a brain to support us. I mean, supporting us is a real no-brainer. That's what I meant to say. If it wasn't for all the women in this country marching every weekend for our cause, we'd probably have to return all the hostages and surrender. Speaking of hostages, we want to thank you ladies for your absolute relentlessness in tearing down the posters of the Israeli hostages that we currently hold. The Jews put them up and you tear them down. And from the videos we've seen, it's almost 100% women doing the tough work of tearing down these hostage posters. We know that many people in this country find your behavior tasteless and un-American. But you only do so because women in this country have not suffered any consequences for their actions in a very long time. You women understand something that most normal people don't. Specifically, that Jews are white and Palestinians are less white. Therefore, Jews equal bad and Palestinians equal good. It's really that simple and requires no further interrogation. I also want to thank all the ladies who are currently calling for intifada as well. Your chants are catchy, and you know in your hearts that intifada is merely a non-violent civil uprising. Sure, the last intifada was violent and bloody, but that was mostly due to some miscommunications, but we can assure you that the next one will be peaceful. Lastly, and most importantly, Hamas would like to thank all you ladies who are sticking up for us in refuting the claims that any women were raped on October 7th or since. We know this must be very difficult for you, considering only a few short years ago, all of you ladies were blindly chanting, "Believe all women." It takes a truly impressive amount of intellect and consistency, and here at Hamas USA, we are very, very optimistic about the future of this country. So remember, Hamas is just a scrappy group of freedom fighters pushing back against oppression. And if you don't agree with us, you're kind of racist.
We just want to say that we do not want to eradicate any Jewish people. We want Jewish people to live a very happy, healthy life on YouTube. And that was a satire video.
Also, sorry to Siraj. Sorry, Siraj.
Was that a real name? Was that Siraj?
You don't know Siraj
I know
from
Siraj.
the list?
I know Siraj, but
So I made the head of Hamas, Siraj Hashmi.
I didn't even put that. I know you said Siraj. I didn't even put it
No,
together.
Siraj. I'm Siraj Hashmi.
Wow.
And then right when I put it out, it started going viral, like because that's like a few months old, but I reposted it. And then I messaged him. I just texted him. I go, sorry. And he goes, what? And I go, sorry. And he goes, what? And I said the thing. He goes, dude, come on.
But, you know, that's a funny name.
He's got a good sense of humor about it.
Yeah, Siraj is pretty chill.
Yeah.
But, you know, anti-Semitism is crazy right now. I went to the Dallas Public Library. You know they're out of Mein Kampf. You can't even... I was like,
Sold out on Amazon, too.
I know, I tried to check it out. They're like, sir, you need to leave. I was like, okay, I don't know why.
Out of hand.
They're acting...
What's the wait like to get it? That's the question.
That's what I tried to get on a wait list, and they wrote my name down, and they took a picture of my ID, but I don't know if I'm on that list. But
you know what happens with Mein Kampf and lists?
Yeah.
Yeah, Schindler's? Is that the only list that I know about?
I like me a good list.
And who was it talking about? It was Cumtown guys. They're so funny. Obviously, Nick Mullen's hilarious. And he was talking about how Schindler's List, and I haven't seen it since I was like young, that Schindler's actually kind of a piece of shit in the movie, that like he's kind of like, even though he's acting like he's saving the Jews, he's still like working them to death.
Sure. He's
like,
got to get a little something.
That's what I'm saying. So it wasn't just, all...
No such thing as a free lunch.
Exactly. Tin Stoffel. We learned that in economics.
Yeah.
And one thing is in economics that I try to always teach, a bird in the hand is better than two in the bush.
Yes.
I actually did learn that.
That's true. I mean...
It's always better to have that thing than to be like, oh, I got this bigger thing.
Right. Because sometimes you never get that bigger thing.
And that's economics. So
yeah,
we want to talk about lists, speaking of lists. And we're not just...
love a nice list.
So...
People who know me know.
And that Hamas USA group, they probably put out this list pointing out everybody that would have an early life section that would say that they were Jewish or came from Jewish parents. Like, what do you think about all the famous people that have changed their name, like Jon Stewart, though?
Sure. Well, that was a very common thing in I think like the 50s and stuff, because they were discriminating against for being Jewish, and then they're like, you know what we'll do? We'll change you to a non-Jewish name, so then you won't know. Jon Stewart didn't have to, but I will say that for entertainment, you are better off having like a nice, short, easily remembered name versus something like Danny Polishchuk.
I know, Danny Polishchuk is kind of hard to say.
Here's the thing, I actually, when I started
Why don't you go by Danny PC and be like Louis C.K.?
Because it's too late.
You can't be Danny PC?
Not at this point.
And then they would think you're like a computer.
I know. No, they think I'm like a fucking,
Politically correct?
Yeah, politically correct, right?
Oh,
but I remember when I started comedy, I was like, I should change my name because if you and I mean I do think
Wow,
about
so you
that.
are one of them.
But yeah, I am one of them.
Yeah,
I am
'cause
Jewish, and
yeah.
I did. But I don't have. Nobody thinks my name's Jewish.
Yeah, what do they think it is? Like,
They think I'm Polish.
Yeah, okay.
Which I'm not even. My parents are from Russia, but they think I'm Polish. But it's more so people can't say my name. It's a problem. So I think that's more like like Zach Galifianakis. You know, he constantly complained that it's an issue, and then
Zach Galifianakis Jewish?
no.
Yeah.
It's just a nightmare name.
Yeah, it's a terrible. I mean,
and people can't, dude. People just have problems with long names and lots of letters and stuff. But anyways, yeah, the John Stewart thing. He was after the time when you needed to change it.
I know.
I think he probably just maybe did it because it's easier to. Just John Stewart is
what's his original name? Is like
Leibowitz, I think.
It's kind of hard to say Leibowitz. It is kind of. I mean,
people just struggle with it.
Yeah, people, and even Stein, they say Steen. I mean, you know, it is hard names.
It is something about, man, dude. You know how much time in my life? Like, I wish I could add up the hours I have spent on the phone with some sort of like customer service agent just spelling my name.
Yeah, because they put it in wrong, and so
dude, they put it in wrong. Dude, you know how many times I've like done a thing where like some sort of professional thing, and then they go, "Oh, we sent you an email." I go, "Never got it." They go, "Spelled it wrong. Sorry."
Well, what's your email, Danny Polishchuk at? No, I mean, you don't have to say the email, but why would you have that last name?
Well, y'all have my email
I know,
now.
We don't have it, but I mean, why isn't your name like GamerSlut69 like mine?
Because that's not professional. If someone goes, "Hey, I want to book you on this podcast. Where can I send you the details?" I go, "GamerSlut69 at AOL.com."
Yeah.
Hey, Danny, before we get too off topic, because the topic of lists and Jews. So tell us about that video that went viral that people thought was serious. That
it was so I made a video about the guy who researches how many Jews are in things. The sketch, and it's
not just one guy that does that though.
There's not one guy who does it, but there's the main guy who does it.
Who's the main guy?
Leather Apron Club. I don't know if you know who Leather Apron Club.
No, I don't even.
You don't know him?
No, I'm about to look.
He's super autistic, and he makes these YouTube videos, and he's like, "There's lots of Jews and stuff." He literally does a whole thing about how Tim Pool
Tim Pool's not Jewish at all.
No, but his guests are. There's too many Jews on Tim Pool.
Yeah, I mean, Tim and I are friends.
Yeah, me too. I like that. And Joe Rogan too. That's another one. He goes, Joe Rogan has a suspicious amount of Jews on his podcast, and he goes, I'm not casting any aspersions here. I'm just pointing out that there's a lot of Jews on these podcasts, and he has like these super in-depth spreadsheets that he makes, where like he must spend all of his free time. Like, I'm not kidding you when you look at these. And, like, I've interacted with him. I tried to bring him on my show, Low Value Mail, because I'm like, I just want to talk, man. I'm not like, this isn't some gotcha. I'm like, I'm pretty cool about this stuff. I just want to talk because I find it really funny. But anyways, I made the sketch about the people who count.
So Leather Apron Club said no, though.
He said no, but I was DMing him because the thing is, everybody was tagging it because it went viral and everybody was tagging him because it's like kind of about him. Even though there's other people, but dude, when I posted this sketch, then two guys started on Twitter. One guy was like, I have the best spreadsheet or whatever, and it was all color coded and everything. He goes, I have the best spreadsheet of Jews, tracking Jews. And then another guy's like, no, mine's better. Like, I track all this other stuff, and like yours is inaccurate. And then they were fighting, and then finally settled on the fact that the one guy had the best one, and they like became friends.
No.
Yeah.
Wow. Well,
for their joint hobby of tracking Jews and stuff.
That's
Danny, that's beautiful. You made two friends.
I bet you they hang out and stuff now, and they probably have like a really good list.
Well, the Ku Klux Klan was started by Democrats, but I imagine that it started kind of like that. Like, I'm the bigger racist, you know? It's like, no,
Sure.
I'm the biggest racist. Like, well, how big are you?
I mean, again, it's funny because they're all like, we're not anti-Semitic. We're not racist. We just like knowing how many Jews are in things.
Well, Jews are.
But the thing is, Jews also like knowing how many Jews there are in things.
Yeah.
So it's like a weird one because Jews, it's similar to, if there's any Canadians watching, Canadians love it when there's like a successful Canadian. Of
course.
You know, they'll be like, oh, did you know, like.
Mike Myers, dude. They're still talking
But
about Mike
anytime
Myers.
someone does anything, you go, you know, he's Canadian, right? Like every Canadian tracks how many Canadians are doing well, and Jews like tracking. I think every group does, other than maybe like just whites.
Well, and
there's just so many, it's impossible.
We're definitely going to get in trouble for this episode.
Why?
YouTube. I feel
I'm
like
Jewish,
Yeah, no,
YouTube.
so you're allowed to say it.
Susan.
But JLP had a funny question, or I think it is a serious question. He had Matan Evans. He's kind of
Yeah, I know.
Matan's
Yeah.
funny, but he
I haven't
asked.
seen him in a while.
Well, he's been around. His channel's huge, but he asked him, "Are you spiritually Jewish or just ethnically Jewish?"
He's Israeli.
No, he's Jewish. Matan Evans says he's Jewish.
Yeah, but he's also he's Israeli.
Oh, he's an Israeli Jew. I mean, he's from Israel, duh.
He's from
I mean,
Israel.
yeah.
He's like, he talks like this.
Yeah, well, I didn't realize he's from Israel.
I
Now
talk
that you
like
say
this.
that, but
Yeah.
he said that he's just like ethnically one.
Yeah, I'm not like super like doing all the stuff.
Yeah, my attorney John Gross, and I always need him on Friday nights during Shabbos, and it's so hard because that's when I get in the most trouble.
Right.
That's maybe why they do Shabbos at that time.
Is what?
Because the Friday nights is when everybody gets lifted.
Sounds like there's probably a good. This is speaking as a Jew. There's probably a good business opportunity there for a non-Jewish Friday night lawyer. Because all the good ones are not available, but people need them.
I know. That's when I always need them when I can't get a hold of them. Speaking of needing something, do you like coffee?
I love coffee.
Well, guys, if you like coffee as much as Danny loves coffee, you guys can have some of the most delicious double caffeinated coffee. It will keep you up all night. It's like crystal methamphetamine in a glass. Delicious. Tastes way better. So let me do a little ad read for my personal flavor, Prime Time's flavor. So you know it's going to be extra sassy molassy. So born of a desire for a bold coffee and need to build companies that support American values, CastBrew Coffee provides an alternative to the faceless corporate ecosystem and fosters a parallel economy that actually supports freedom. Try my own personal blend. It's called Alex Stein's Primetime Grind. It's a dark roast, 100% organic ground coffee with 2 times the amount of caffeine. It's the strongest coffee on the internet. We're also testing a cat version of CastBrew Coffee to give your felines a little pep in their step. I tried a beta version on my cat last night, and next thing you know, she was on the roof pooping in the chimney. So, if you guys want a crazy cat that poops in the chimney, just visit CastBrew.com. Use the promo code PRIMETIME to save 10% off your purchase, and so that they know that I get a little credit from my man Tim. He's half Korean, so you stop Asian hate with every package, and we don't use aborted fetal cells in any of our products. So if you're interested in having a non-aborted fetal cell coffee, Folgers, I'm looking at you. Try us, cashbrew.com. What do you think about that? You think anybody's going to buy some?
I hope so. I'll buy some.
Please.
Are they pre-ground or not?
Yes, they are.
All right.
Yeah, they are. It's not the beans.
I might take one of these with me.
You can, please. Have it in your hotel room.
Yeah.
And you're going to need it for your comedy shows. For the people that are in Dallas that are watching the show, Danny's going to be headlining all weekend at Plano House of Comedy.
Yeah.
At the Legacy Shops at Legacy.
Come to a spot if you're around.
I will, but you haven't been to the Shops at Legacy, have you?
I don't even know what the Shops of Legacy are.
It's a nice area. You're in a very
really?
affluent, nice area.
Nice. That's what I like.
All the dinings on Yelp would be 3 stars, so kind of expensive.
Oh! I thought you meant the reviews are 3 stars.
No, the reviews are
$3 signs.
Yeah, it's $3. Yes, excuse me. Yeah, $3 signs. You're in the
too much
3.
Delta 9.
I'm on the Delta. I'm already starting to feel the Delta 9s because my teeth are kind of numb.
That's not Delta 9.
It's something. Maybe it's this CastBrew Coffee. All right. So, did you see this? I want to watch this clip. Or are we bringing Jason on? Okay, Jason's ready.
He's ready if you want to bring him on. We have these Palestine clips if you want to.
No,
we can show them to Jason.
Let's bring on Jason. All right,
Okay.
guys, welcome on Blaze TV host. You've seen him everywhere. My friend, the one, the only, Jason Whitlock. Jason, welcome to the show, my friend.
Prime time. Thanks for having me. It's good to be back.
It's always a pleasure to have you, Jason. And we got to talk about, this is what I love about you, is you cook them with gasoline every day. There's somebody new in your crosshairs, whether it's Stephen A. Smith, Patrick Bet David. And we were just sitting here in the crew. They were talking about, we love Jason. He's so funny. We love when he says throat goat. You are so funny. You are so good at it. No, but listen. Does it ever get tiring? Be real, Jason. It has to get tiring sometimes. Doesn't it always fighting with all these people all the time?
No, it doesn't at all. This is my purpose in life, to fight with the media. That's why I got involved in the media, is to call BS on the media. And so I do it. People respond. It's fun. It's my life purpose. That's like, would you ask Muhammad Ali or Floyd Mayweather, does it ever get tired fighting? Well, they're like, well, no, that's what they do.
Well, and I forget that you fought forever with Marcellus Wiley. I mean, you are a professional fighter. You are a professional verbal boxer. So that is a good analogy. And then, Jason, I don't know if you know our guest, Danny Polishchuk. You've definitely seen his videos. We got him in studio. So listen, Jason Whitlock is the man. But I want to go through a couple of your recent beefs. Stephen A. Smith. What do you think? Is he talking all this stuff about Trump? He had Byron Donalds on there, who I thought made him look stupid. Is Stephen A. Smith a Trumper? Is he an anti-Trumper? What do you think he is?
He's a plant, Alex. That's what I've been telling you. he's putting on a little gimmick like he's outspoken and he's a bit of a free thinker, but he's not. He's controlled, and he has to always stay on message. That's why he makes the comments about obvious comments that some black people find Trump relatable because he's being persecuted by the criminal justice system. And then Stephen A. Smith makes those comments on Hannity. As soon as he gets some blowback from the NAACP, handful of influencers, what's he do? He tapes an apology that he put out yesterday. He doesn't have the courage of his convictions, and he knows that he lives in a little box of things he can say. And so, yeah, he pretends to be middle of the road, but he's a typical leftist. He's a Biden supporter.
And he averaged half a point in 2 games. What is the math? You always make me laugh when you say that. What is it? He averaged 1 point. What is his stat line?
1.2 games?
Points in 1 game he averaged. And so I don't know how much basketball. You two got white guys. You probably never played basketball.
No. Hey, that's racist.
He's really never played.
I'm a good basketball player.
You can't score 1.5 points in a game. It can't be done. His whole book is just filled with lies.
And then Skip Bayless was actually making some threes. But forgetting about Skip Bayless, it's just that video is kind of funny. I saw you comment on it. I love that. But what about Pat McAfee getting the top ESPN executive fired? What do you think about all that drama?
I'm one of the few people that respect Norby Williamson. Norby was one of the good guys.
Okay.
And Norby's the type of guy that attends mass every day and goes into the ESPN jungle, that secular jungle of Disney, and tried to fight the good fight. And he ended up losing because just too many road games. And, look, I like Pat McAfee. I certainly like what he accomplished, building his own brand and whatnot. But, taking out an executive like Norby, and again, look, it's all in, I'll quote The Wire, it's all in the game, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Norby knew that he was in the fight and that this was a possibility. This is what goes on behind the scenes in corporate media and in television and Hollywood. Norby had a good 30 plus 40 years at ESPN. It was a great run. McAfee and these guys have more power now. And, hats off to McAfee.
Jason, what do you think about now they're cussing on ESPN? What's that? Yes, you can cuss on Pat McAfee, and Stephen A. will cuss sometimes now.
What do they say?
Every word, tell him, Jason.
He does. I didn't know if Stephen A.
on his podcast.
As well, but
on his podcast, he said a cuss word. I've heard him say the S word. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, the S word.
Yeah, I mean,
no F words.
on his podcast, I know that's different, but you would think that he would kind of stay in line with that. I mean, I don't know.
See, Stephen A. Smith's podcast directed at me. All he did was cuss at me.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, yeah, he did. That's so I'm saying. I've heard him cuss a lot on that. Yeah, I guess it's different.
Yeah. So it doesn't surprise me. Look, Disney, ESPN is a very secular place, and the world is going secular, and they're in bed with rappers, and rappers don't do anything but cuss, and so it's not surprising that ESPN would turn a bit more debaucherous.
Not surprised. Okay, now we got to get on to the real throat goat.
Yeah.
Katie Nolan, who is always fighting with my boy Jason. Jason cooks her he's like on the barbecue grill every day. So can you tell us a little bit?
Right. Yeah,
can we get some
Dan
context?
Soder's future wife.
Yes, Dan Soder. He knows Dan. He's obsessed with Dan.
I'm friends with Dan
They're not
Soder.
actually dating, are they? Or they do a podcast?
They're married.
Oh, they're married.
They're getting soon to be married.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, soon to be married. Yeah.
Does Dan know that she...
Yeah, Dan, I was in the green room at the stand after this whole thing, and then they were all talking about it. I remember.
I want to get Jason's reaction, but you as a person not involved in it, whose side were you on?
I don't even remember. All I remember was there was a controversy. I actually don't remember what it was.
You better
about.
be on Jason's side, I swear.
What was it about?
You better be. I don't know, but you just better be on Jason's side.
Okay, he needs to be on Katie Nolan's side.
No, I'm not on anybody's. I don't take sides.
But why is Katie Nolan so bad, Jason?
Because she had no qualifications for a job and got all kinds of opportunities, and then acted spoiled and entitled and pretended like she was mistreated when she was handed everything. I saw this. She was so mean and rude to executives. They allowed it. They tolerated it. She had very little talent. This is a bartender that got to pretend for, 7 straight years on Fox Sports and ESPN that she was some high in-demand, talented sports broadcaster, pocketed several $1,000,000 for her trouble, but pretended the whole time she was a victim. She was an attractive woman that was able to use her ability to flirt and to get media people to simp for her. And she turned it into a nice little hustle, a nice little grift, pocketed several $1,000,000, made people pretend like she really mattered, flamed out. I called her out on it. She had left me alone. I would have never annihilated Kaylee Nolan. But the facts are, she brought the fight to me, and I was like, "Oh, you want to fight? I like to fight. Let's do it."
Jason is, I mean,
Can't stand the heat.
Paid the price for that.
yeah. Okay, so now we got to talk about Steven Jackson, who's George Floyd's cousin, who looks just like him. What is this latest Steven Jackson beef all about?
Steven Jackson is part of this new media phenomenon that goes on at ESPN and Fox Sports and corporate media, like former athletes with criminal records and bad guy reputations are the highest priority to be elevated and to promote a stupid prison mentality. And so he's a racial idolater. He's someone that thinks people should choose alliances based on skin color rather than values. I called him out on that. He went back at me with the name calling or whatever. This is a 45, 46-year-old guy that's still proud he's a gang member, tapes videos of visiting gang members in Chicago or whatever. At some point you got to grow up and you got to model better behavior than leading kids down a path of destruction. And so I called Steven Jackson out because most people won't, because they're afraid of him, because, he is a legitimate member of the Bloods. Yeah. He is someone who is dumb enough to turn violent, but I don't care.
He was at the Malice at the Palace.
That's what I'm saying. He was there. But I love what you talk about, though, Jason. You're talking to Glenn about it, and I talk about this conspiracy a little bit. A lot of people don't realize, and they say even Michael Jordan's part of it, but a lot of the record labels, Danny, were some of the biggest investors in the private prison industry. And that was one of the...
Really?
Yes, and that was one of the reasons why they create music that creates a debauchery lifestyle. Because literally, I know this sounds crazy because they want to fill up the prison, so that's why they glamorize a life of crime. Jason spoke about this, so can you elaborate on that a little, Jason?
Well, in primetime, I really appreciate how closely you're following my content. I love this.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did some specials on Diddy before the police raid, before the FBI and everybody raided him. But I talked about what's going on with Diddy and how the rap music industry promotes a prison mentality, and some of it is financial. It's a conspiracy. The same people that own the most stock in the music industry own the most stock in the prison industrial complex, but it's really more about promoting a nihilistic mindset. And that's what is at the heart of hip hop music and what's at the heart of the disruption of traditional American culture is promoting this nihilistic worldview. And if you really listen to rap music, and I used to party to it when I was young or whatever, but the music's just not healthy, and it's poisonous for your mindset, and it's intentional. It's not by accident. It's not like, oh, these guys are just guys from the hood, and they're like CNN, and they're just telling what's going on in the hood. No, they're desperate people, bought and paid for. It doesn't require a lot of talent. Just look no further than Sexy Red Success. You think that's a talented person, or is that someone that can do nursery rhymes and is willing to do it while half naked, while tatted up, and saying stupid, crazy things? It's the rap music industry is a poison, and it's no different. It's like a lab leak. It's a different version of it's created in a laboratory and then it's leaked out into the public, and we pretend like we love it, or we do fall in love with it, and fall in love with a mindset and a culture that's actually killing it and destroying us.
Well, and I think the biggest example of that, too, is Travis Scott, married to a Kardashian, here in Houston, had 6 people die at his concert, and it was literally like a satanic ritual. You had to walk through a portal that looked like it was hell. So, these rappers, it's out in the open. They're not really hiding it. You just have to pay attention. Right, Jason?
Alex, it's the music industry.
Yeah.
This has deep roots. Now, it's most perverse, most obvious in rap music, but it's throughout all of the music industry. If you go look back at some of the Beatles music and some of the album covers they tried, and then protests came out and they backed off of it. But there's a long history of music being used to promote immorality. Music has such a special connection to the soul of man and woman and humanity that there's nothing else that, like, you can hear a song from 1978 and go, oh, I remember being in this park and hearing this song, and Mary Beth walked across, and that's when we met. Nothing else does that. Nothing.
Smells.
And
Yeah,
so-
smells kind of do that a little.
that.
Yeah, but no, and Jason, you know the
Not
most
the same.
you know the most egregious thing though is 3-6 Mafia, Memphis, making easy money, pimping hoes is serious, but they were the first rap group to win an Academy Award. That's not an accidental thing. They think it's funny. They're like, oh, let's give the rap group that glamorizes literally Satan. They're called 666 Mafia.
Yeah.
Them winning that, Jason, for me was like, okay, and I didn't know at the time. I'm just saying, looking back, I'm like, why did they give 3-6 Mafia this most prestigious award possible that they all talk about, is so hard to get, yet these guys, literally Juicy J and DJ Paul are on ecstasy and weed. They didn't even know they won the damn award.
Yeah. Also, they're all like,
Well,
oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
NWA is celebrated as some sort of revolutionary force for good, took it to the establishment. And I've had people like, no, man, NWA put out 2 albums. Go listen to both of them. And the one song that y'all paint is like, man, that was great. F the Police. So I'll give you that one, even though I don't think it's a positive song and it's not what they say it is. But go listen to the rest of them. It's all depraved lunacy. It's all hyper immoral, hyper sexualized. It's lyrical pornography. And we're acting like Dre and Easy and these guys are important as if, they're Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. No, they're Hugh Hefner and Larry Flint. End of story.
Okay, now I'm criticizing you, Jason. Jason, you give these women so much heat, these women basketball players, but they got better ratings than the damn men this past year. What the hell is that all about?
You just messed up. There's no bigger Caitlin Clark homer than me.
No, I know you like Caitlin
no
Clark,
put out more Caitlin Clark videos than me.
I mean, if
Nobody.
you put it on the front page of ESPN every day.
The whole women's basketball thing long ago, and kept telling everybody they're going to get better ratings than the men. We actually know who the players are. They stick around for 4 and 5 years. This is going to work, and it has. Once they found a dynamic player like Caitlin Clark, it's worked. And now that if you even look at the WNBA draft and how feminine the women presented themselves at the WNBA draft, that's going to work.
Caitlin Clark looks like
One of the
Screech.
biggest problems we've had in women's sports is they dress up like little men and they tat themselves up like little men and they mimic all the male behavior. And it's like, nobody wants to see that. You guys can barely jump over the Sunday paper. I don't need bad impersonations of men. I want women. And I want to believe that you're happy being a woman. I don't want Brittany Griner. I want women. Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, this Cameron Brink, all of these ladies presented themselves like, hey, I'm happy to be a woman. And people like that and will watch that and will tolerate the fact that, the game is played well below the rim, but at least
below.
I feel like I'm watching women play women's basketball rather than instead of a drag show. A bunch of women dressed up as men playing basketball. I don't want to see that.
Well, and then Kim Mulkey, what was the biggest complaint of the Kim Mulkey thing is that she made lesbian jokes, Jason? What was the worst? That was a nothing burger, correct?
Total nothing burger. And I'm biased. I'm friends with Kim Mulkey.
She's
I
great.
like Kim
I love
Mulkey.
Kim.
And I told her, I'll say something inappropriate since I'm on your show.
Mm-hmm.
But, it's like one of the things I like about Kim Mulkey. This is very inappropriate, Alex. You're going to love this. She's got a pair of fake cans. She still wants men to be attracted to her. She's like 60 years old. I like a woman that takes her millions of dollars and invests in a pair of cans. hats off to you.
Hats off to her, and she does. She looks good. She always looks. She's so dressed.
She made some lesbian jokes?
No, but she just made a little lesbian jokes. There's in the women's locker room. They have locker room talk too. You know, whatever. I mean, come on.
I mean, I literally I had a joke where I used to say that if the WNBA wanted to increase their stats, they should change the name of it to the Lesbian National Basketball Association.
You think they'd get Jason? Do you think that would help?
Yeah, it's accurate. It's not a lie.
Not everybody. Kelsey Plume's with Darren Waller.
But it's like 95+%.
Jason, what do you think about Kelsey Plume and Darren Waller getting a divorce like that? That kind of fake relationship, and he's an ex-drug addict. Good player, though.
I'm going to have to keep it real. And look, one of the things, a basketball coach told me this years and years ago. Female athletes are far more sexually aggressive than men. And
IT.
So Kelsey, she's pretty attractive. She's an athlete. I'm not surprised that was. She's a woman, he's a man, obviously, but that was kind of like a same-sex marriage. Two men getting married. You think they're going to actually be loyal to each
Clip
other?
that! That'll go viral. It's a same-sex marriage.
Don't get me. I got to get off this show.
Yeah. Okay, Jason. Before you go, you got to get off. This has been too good of an interview. The Kim book, everything's been so good. Tell the people where they can find you. Obviously, you're on the Blaze, but how can they support you before you go, Jason? You're the best.
I'm here. I want you guys, despite everything I said on this show, Alex brought out the dog in me and the worst part of me. But we're doing this thing called the Fearless Army Roll Call 2.0. I need you guys to go to fearlessarmyrollcall.com. Come to Nashville. Be inspired as men to live up to your biblical responsibilities. John Rich has partnered with me on this. Legendary country singer, other musicians. This is going to be one of the great music festivals, food festivals, worship of Jesus Christ festival for men. It's a men's summit. Go to fearlessarmyrollcall.com. You want to be here in Nashville. It's great. This is the second annual one. It's great. You'll be entertained. You'll be inspired. You'll be uplifted.
Okay, last thing before you go. You got to get Charleston White on your show, but this isn't a question. Antonio Brown, CTESPN. I'm loving it. What do you think? Thoughts?
You know what? That's almost funny. Maybe I should reach out to AB and see if he'll do an interview.
Yes.
Yeah. Why not?
He's on fire right now. Dude, his tweets are hilarious, Jason.
Caitlin
They're
Clark
certainly
blocked him.
You need to have Charleston White and Antonio Brown. Why not, Jason? You're not afraid of anybody or anything. You're fearless. And I mean that. I'm not just kissing your derriere.
I'll interview AB, but I don't want to be taking advantage of him. I don't know if he's all there mentally, and so I don't want to be taking advantage of him. But I would interview AB.
Well, he's probably smarter than LeBron still. All right, you're the man. I bet he's read more books. Thank you, Jason. Have a good one. We love Jason Whitlock. He's the best.
He's the man.
All right, well, Danny, we got a lot of crap to react to.
Yeah.
We were talking about my Gays for Palestine movement that I'm trying to recruit.
I don't want to join it.
Why not?
The
Boys Cast, they always call you and Ryan always say you're kind of gay.
Yeah, I'm the gay one. I know, but I'm not. I'm getting married.
To a woman?
No.
You can marry a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When?
You can, I think.
Here?
Yeah.
In Texas?
Legalize it. Yeah, we legalize it. Well, speaking of transgender people who we love and we support, Blair White, thank you for helping me tuck yesterday.
I saw that, yeah. Was that painful?
No, it was actually very pain-free.
Does it go numb?
My testes were a little numb, but they're already kind of numb just from abuse. But this clip, the drag show. Let's do the.
This is so funny.
Yeah, so you saw this clip. I love this. It's like, are you a drag queen? Then say Free Palestine. Let's play the clip.
Today what we're going to do is we're going to shout Free Palestine. Can I hear that? Free Palestine! If you're a drag queen and you know it, shout Free Palestine! If you're a drag queen and you know it and you really want to show it, you're a drag queen and you know it, shout Free Palestine! Excellent.
What is that all about? I mean, that person.
Drag queen story.
I know, but I'm saying that person knows that in Palestine they would not be welcome to live that lifestyle.
They don't care.
That's what
They don't think like that. Like, you're like, oh, what a logical argument. It's a guy in a dress reading to a bunch of kids. He's not like thinking 4 steps ahead here.
Well, I think that's pretty magnanimous of him to do that.
Yeah.
To read to kids. How often do you do that?
I don't do that.
I've been trying to read to kids forever, but I'm a felon. They won't let me in.
They won't let you read to kids?
No.
Those kids are missing out.
And all I did was storm the Capitol twice. It's not that big a deal. But yeah, so that's kind of a double whammy because, listen, the sexual confusion that the kids are going through is one, right? They're like, I'm looking at a woman as a man. That's weird. But how is a child going to understand the geopolitical conflict of Israel and Palestine?
Well, the point is you get them young. There's nothing to understand. It's like my joke. The white guys are the bad guys, and the less white guys are the good guys. That's all it is to it. It's like it's such a very narrow framework.
Let's have a serious conversation, and this is going to get, I don't want it to get too off the rails. Is Israel losing the public relations?
Absolutely, they are. I've been saying this for I've been saying this for a little bit now, which is that they're going to lose this war the same way that the U.S. lost the Iraq War.
Now, my question to that is,
in that they didn't, but everybody just says they did.
And I don't want to get canceled for this.
Yeah.
But how can the Jewish state of Israel lose?
Hey, I'm Jewish. Anything goes.
I know, but how can they lose the PR battle when they own the media?
See, I've been thinking about that a lot, right? And so I think this is like a third order kind of. I don't know if the edibles are kicking in or what.
Yeah, the edibles are kicking in. My mouth is like cotton mouth. I was talking.
They might be kicking in, but
Danny, you look high.
Yeah, I probably am. But like, so no, this is like they say like the 5D because the obvious thing would be to be winning. The media. They're sandbagging it right now. They're losing so that they can just go do whatever they need to do because they're like, look at us, we're losing. And everybody goes, don't the Jews run? You go, well, yeah, the Jews do run the media, but they're losing. So obviously either we don't or they're just losing so bad. What do you think about that?
And we're
theory?
just joking when we say that it's just satire.
This is satire.
Yeah,
This is
so
satire,
funny.
everybody.
This is all a satire
So
show.
funny.
And
Here's the
there's
thing,
a lot of successful Jewish people in all industries. We're not calling out one.
I'm the guy who made the list, okay? I'm
Yes.
the list guy. Yes, the list is very inaccurate. Like, remember when Kanye held up the thing?
Yeah.
Whatever, that's the one I referenced. Like, Steve Jobs was on there. He's not Jewish. Who was it? Bob Iger was on that thing 12 different times. and they spelled his name differently to confuse people. You're like, yeah, Jews are doing fine. Like, they're maybe punching above their weight, but you know who else is doing that? The Irish.
They're doing terrible, I thought. Aren't they? Anybody getting stabbed in Ireland right now?
No, not in Ireland, here.
The Irish are losing what?
No, the Irish Americans are punching well above their weight, like the Jews. They're like Jews.
Well, I think Irish people are like alcoholics. What Irish successful?
Are you kidding? You know how many CEOs of the top banks are Irish?
No, of course a Jewish guy would know the CEOs of all
I'm the
banks.
list guy. I keep other lists.
Conor McGregor?
Yeah. No, he's from Ireland, though.
Yeah, it's kind of broken. Just take a nap. I know those Delta 9s are kicking in. You probably need some water.
No, because
want some CastBrew. This will wake you up.
No. I'm very awake. But because of the sketch I made, and I was doing research, and so one of the things people post online is it's this like infographic of all these Jewish people, and there's a Star of David over them.
Yeah,
right? Like on the photos. But then someone made an Irish one.
Okay.
Right?
Oh, and
so there's an Irish infographic floating around of all the Irish people who are like doing well, and they're like, CEO of Bank of America, like stuff like that. Like they're not, So anyways, that's
wow.
That's what I'm saying.
They don't get the same clout though.
I think they do.
Who's the most famous Irish comedian?
Like Irish.
Who's the Irish Larry David?
But again, we're saying Irish American, not from Ireland.
Okay. Well,
like Jim Gaffigan.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
You know what I
Jim
mean?
Gaffigan. Yeah, Hot Pockets. Everybody. Are Hot Pockets kosher?
No, I would guess. But I bet you there are kosher Hot Pockets.
Actually.
Yeah. Also, you might get in trouble for that segment with the music stuff.
What segment?
Just because a lot of with Jason.
What did we say about it?
Well, you're just saying because all these people who like own the rap labels are promoting this stuff, and a lot of those people are on my lists.
I know, we probably shouldn't say lists so much on the show. We just want to say this is a satirical show.
By the way, has anybody ever made you uncomfortable on your own show?
No, I'm not uncomfortable at all. I mean, Jimmy makes me uncomfortable every day, but that's for different reasons. This is for entertainment purposes only, folks. This is not a informational show.
No.
It's a comedy show about Delta 9 and Jason Whitlock. Jason came with some hot
Jason's
takes.
great. I like Jason.
I mean, Jimmy, were you
Stephen A.
surprised?
Smith.
That was probably the most viral content we've gotten. His hot takes. I mean, him saying that Kelsey Plum and Darren Waller are a same-sex marriage.
Dude, somebody already clipped that. It needs to be posted ASAP. I mean, that's gonna get some traction.
Oh yeah. What do you think? You think he cheated? Because he's like plays in the NFL.
I think all professional athletes, like even Michael Jordan said that some days, and I forget what year it was, but he slept with 5 women a day. They are all in like hotels and stuff.
Dude, I was just in last month in Miami, and I went down for a couple days with my girl, and we were staying at a hotel that the Washington Wizards were staying at because they were in town. And the way I realized is I went to go just run outside to take the dog out actually, and I'm in the elevator, and this guy gets in, and he's like he has like a Wizards thing on, and there's this guy who I'm standing beside who turns out to be a player, and the guy's like, "You going to the strip club?" And he's like, "What?" No, he's like, "I'm just meeting my girl." And then
who said the strip club comment?
The trainer guy.
To the player.
Are you going to the strip club? He was like some bench player on the Wizards, but I saw all of them. But anyways, he's like, "No, I'm just meeting my girl." I'm like, "You play for the Washington Wizards and you're in Miami. What do you mean your girl?" And he probably just has a girlfriend in Miami.
They do. No, they have a different city.
They just have in hose and area codes.
Ludacris said it best. Yeah. But that's why it's like hard for them to say no when like women are throwing. But also, I don't know why all these guys like Zion Williamson, who's like the number one, one of the most popular NBA players, just got like a random ratchet girl pregnant.
Same with Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards, she released he was like paying her he paid her like $250K or something
to get that abortion, or
she wouldn't take the pill, and then eventually he's like, "I'll give you like." Yeah, I mean, Paul George famously, I believe he knocked up someone and offered her $1 million to have an abortion, and she turned him down.
Well, good for her, but what do you think about, now we're really going to cause drama, the Fresh and Fit? Did you see Myron from Fresh and Fit?
Oh, yeah. I saw that he tried to, some like, hey, man, you know what? When you got some cash in the bank and you knock up some woman of questionable ethics.
They call them 304s. Have you heard that?
304s? I haven't. Is that an area code?
It's, calculator, what does that spell?
O's.
Nice.
I didn't know that. I never heard this 304.
304. See that red pill? Red pill alert! Red pill alert. 304.
Do you have a siren? Can you get like a red siren hat? For the red pill alert?
Maybe, but we need to start that. Jimmy, add a siren so whenever I red pill somebody, they can learn that they've been red pilled. Like the lunk alarm at Planet Fitness. Mm-hmm. Well, what do you think about Planet Fitness letting guys poop in the girls' locker room?
I'll tell you, I do not like Planet Fitness, and I'll tell you why. Because today, I tried to go in there because there's one across from my hotel to go work out, and I was like, "Can I get a day pass?" And they're like, "No, we don't do that." And they just refused my service.
Yeah, because it's only $4 a month.
I don't want a membership. I have a gym in New York. I just wanted to literally go to this one time. And its website says they have day passes, and then they're like, "We don't." You know, they go like participating restaurants on promotions. It was like participating locations. They go, "We're not participating."
No, yes. They were one of the
Yeah, they're one of the few.
It's a
where
franchise owned.
Yeah, they go, "We're not participating."
Yeah, I'm banned from all Planet Fitnesses. I refuse to wear a mask during the.
You don't think you could get into a Planet Fitness?
Well, if they do facial recognition, if they have facial recognition, no.
You think the $10 a month gym is doing facial recognition?
Maybe, I don't know, but I'll just say this much: I didn't want to wear that damn mask, and freaking Deborah at the front counter is not going to make me. This is America first, all right? F you, Dr. Fauci, is what I told her. I was like, "Listen here, you dumb. I ain't wearing this damn mask. I don't give a damn about no coronavirus." And I got kicked out. I got banned. We love coronavirus. It's safe and effective. Everybody get vaccinated. We just want you to... This show is satire again. Oh, what are you saying, Jimmy?
Well, we don't love the virus, though. We
don't like coronavirus.
Yeah.
We do like vaccination schedules and staying on them. Jimmy's vaccinated fully.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for you, Jimmy. How's that?
It was just to go to Italy. Worth it.
Yeah. Me too. I got it too.
I know. And Jimmy does have leukemia.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that
very rare.
Is that why he
kind.
looks so sickly?
Yeah, it's a very rare kind.
No.
We think we caught it early enough, though, right, Jimmy?
Yeah, just barely.
Barely.
Mm-hmm. No, the Italy trip is just a little better, but if it gets any worse, then I'll probably start regretting.
Yeah, but we caught it early enough. He's at St. John's Hospital. They're doing a heck of a job. They even offered him free gender reassignment surgery if you want to do that.
No, they can lump it all in.
In Canada, the person who they're non-binary, and they sued or not sued, but they wanted to have covered by the like Canadian whatever government, taxpayer money, to have a penis and a vagina. So it's a man who's non-binary, and they go, we want a vagina as well. I guess it's like either above or to the side, because they're like, I'm non-binary, so I want both. And then the government said, yes, we'll pay for it, but nobody in Canada could do it, so they have to come to Austin.
Oh, good for him, but he's going to get his penis and vagina.
They are going to get their penis and vagina.
Well,
it's
good
2024, Alex.
Well, speaking of penis and vagina, last night our views weren't great. Our views aren't terribly terrific tonight, and we got a huge increase in viewership when I took off my pants.
Oh.
So we were thinking, since I already did that bit, would you be willing to take off your pants this evening?
I don't want to do that.
I wasn't expecting you to say that. I thought you were like just down for the cause and trying to.
Not really.
So you have some cock shame.
No, I don't have cock shame. I have white underwear on that is heavily soiled, though.
Do you, we have a Speedo that you can put over. Jimmy, Harry, bring the Speedo quick. So then this will be all your skid marks will be covered. You can just put this on over it.
I don't want to do that.
Why not?
You want to put under Speedo on?
Here, I'll do it first. Let me show you. This is what we do here. Okay, this is for the viewership. This is Ryan Long did it.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did.
No way.
Yes, he did.
Ryan put the Speedo on.
Yes, Ryan did put the Speedo on.
I do fucking highly doubt that.
Yes, he did. He put it on, and he was.
Jimmy?
Tell him, Jimmy.
100%.
He put it on.
There was a sight to see.
I got to put the microphone pack in my boxers. Dude, you're worried about. This is all you have to do, dude.
He was happy to do it.
How are the viewers doing? Are we raising in viewership?
We are.
Play a little music. Danny. Come on, Danny. Danny.
I have to put it on after you put it on?
Yeah, you have to put it on.
It's sanitary.
It's sanitary. Danny, you need to tuck it in. This is how we do it. And then we get really crazy, Danny. We get real crazy. Hey, show this. So you want to see how crazy we get in this bit?
Put on goggles.
What? Oh, goggles. Put on the goggles. So put on the goggles. Put on the goggles. This is how crazy we get. Wait, zoom out, because you guys got to show this. I'm wearing a freaking mankini. Ah! Ah! Oh, my gosh. It never wants to break these monitors. Oh, my gosh. This is what we do on this show. We like to have little good old fun. Old-fashioned fun. This is what we do. Okay, now you put on the Speedo and hit the thing.
I just hit the thing?
Yeah, you can hit the thing, but dance a little. Oh, there we go.
It's pretty fun.
I know. It feels good, doesn't it? It feels real good. Think about the list. Think about your name on the list. You're deleting the list right now.
Oh, yeah, it's like one of those smash room things.
Smash it! Rage room alert! Rage room alert! Rage.
Clean this up.
Jimmy. So.
Oh, sorry, Jimmy. That sucks.
No, make it messier. Or some here. Put a little bit of this. I like to put a little Dr. Pepper on it too. And then here, this is what I really like to do. Oh my gosh, my pants are falling down.
Okay.
Hold on. Kill some time.
Sorry if you really wanted to see me.
Here, I can fix it. I can fix it.
You got a drill.
I got a drill, yeah. Here, I think I can fix some on it. Show this, Nathan. You just go like this. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh,
like
shit.
This song.
Yeah, this is how we party, dude.
That's how we party.
Okay, well, it's not really.
Not really working.
Oh, there. I think
we've released it.
No, I don't know if it's done yet. Hold on.
Okay.
We're almost there. Oh my gosh, come on.
This is what certain people do when they want to hide evidence. They do this to their hard drive.
Look at this.
Wink, wink.
Look at this. I think it's
Whoa!
fixed.
I think it's done.
I think it's fixed.
Oh, you think it's fixed?
Yeah, I mean, it's close enough. We got to plug it in. We'll test it.
How many like rare earth minerals are in here where like some like child had to mine it?
A lot. And I'm actually kind of happy about that because they made $11.
You just supported them.
Yeah, I mean, I own a Tesla, dude. I don't care that it's a farm cobalt. You think I care?
No.
Who else is going to get it?
I don't know.
Are you going to go get the cobalt?
Am I going to go get the cobalt? No, I can't.
That's
I
insane.
can't mine, man. I'm not about that life.
You have to use children. They're the only ones dumb enough.
Yeah. No, it's because they have little hands. Cobalt's so
That's
like
part of it, but you can
cobalt's
find-
like so just deep in there where you need little fingers to get it out.
Jimmy, did we get any viewers from the no pants?
We did.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, we did. I don't know. It's a magic solution.
No, wait, we did.
No, I'm being dead serious. We got like 50 viewers.
Oh, good. Hey, we went up. All right, so we got to react to some stuff. Now, you said some flattering things about this girl, which I tend to agree with. Let's play super viral queen of performance art, Crackhead Barney.
Well, welcome to Uncensored.
Hey, Pierce! I've been waiting for you, Pierce fucking Morgan!
Okay.
I wore my diaper today for you, Pierce. Do you like it?
Not particularly, no. Do you want to sit down?
And Pierce, can you bring me to Buckingham Palace? I would like to meet the Queen.
Well, I'll tell you what.
I'd really like to meet the Queen.
I don't think the Queen, if you mean Queen Camilla, she is probably tied up with royal engagements at the moment. If you meant the Queen who
Well,
died...
get me in, Pierce!
Yeah, Danny, look that.
Get me fucking in, Pierce! I want it!
Okay,
Sorry.
can I take you back, if I may, to what you did to Alec Baldwin? Can you explain why you did it?
What did I do to Alec Baldwin? Pierce, do you see the damage that Alec did to me? Do you see the damage? Look at my arms! Look at my arms, Pierce! Look at my neck! I was maimed by a white man on Monday! You're telling me what I did?
No, you weren't maimed by Alec Baldwin on Monday, were you?
I was maimed!
No,
my
you weren't.
hand is broken! My neck is broken!
No, it's
my
not.
legs! Look at my legs! My legs don't work! Look at this! Pierce! Pierce, are you another white devil? Pierce Morgan! Don't do this to me, Pierce! It's too early in the morning, Pierce! Pierce, it's too early!
Got the wig. Your wig's come off.
I love this
It's
chick.
not a wig, Pierce. It's my hair. I'm a white woman. I identify as a white woman.
Dude, honestly, I like what a roller coaster. Because an hour ago I was like, "Fuck this chick," and now
she's great.
Yeah, she's hilarious.
And, you know, she doesn't even realize. Actually, she hates you. She's she loves. She does not like. She reads that list.
Yeah. She's big on the list.
Read on the list.
Yeah. That's fine though, dude. You know what sucks for me though, because she lives in New York.
And I reached out to her to try to collaborate. I'm gonna take
She's
her.
gonna be like, I'm gonna be at comedy shows, and they're like, yeah, we don't have a spot. We have to give it to the fucking what's her face.
She's gonna get it.
She's gonna be like, she's gonna be doing comedy
now. She's
now.
gonna kill though.
She's gonna be like in the.
She's gonna do 7 minutes, and it's gonna be funnier than you because everybody's gonna be like, "What the hell is going on?"
She's like, I'm.
It's all she has to do. She goes, ah.
Every show, she's gonna go show to show doing the same thing.
It's like me and my wife's boyfriend.
Like, I gotta follow that chick.
So I'm saying, I just bring Don Terrius in. I just say, this is my wife's boyfriend. The house just falls down laughing. It's just that easy. But this is what performance artists do, is we find shortcuts and we use art. And that's why I'm actually empathetic to her. I'd like to bring her to a city council meeting and have her go after Eric Adams.
You two would be absolute mayhem.
We'd go
the
crazy.
Two of you together, oh my God,
we're going to get arrested.
I don't know if you'll get arrested. I mean, if you do something illegal, you'll get arrested. But
she's going to be. I mean,
the thing is, you're a bit of a wild card. She's
wildest.
more of a wild card
I
than
know.
you.
She's much bigger.
You're gonna have to know what it's like to be dealing with a wild card.
I would be the producer, and this is like Jimmy's like, you know, the producer of the show. Like, you know, he kind of keeps me. Would be the producer of her, right?
Yeah.
I'm still crazy. Like, Jimmy's still crazy, but I would have to keep us.
Yeah.
On the tracks, theoretically. But I do see greatness in her, and she's getting the shine that she's been working hard. She really went viral, and I'm surprised she didn't get this sort of media attention then. And what she didn't realize is actually she's making kind of a, like, I am purposely ambiguous with my content, so that's why people don't realize there's kind of an ambiguous message that she's sending. But she went viral. She did the fake abortion in front of the Catholic Church during a pro-life protest.
I don't remember that.
Well, it got millions. So, like, every conservative is like, look at the demonic.
She's doing something. She's doing a thing.
She is culture jamming, but I don't think that she's sending the message that she wants to send. Like, in her house on the Vice documentary, we could have taken a screenshot, but she has like a Trump flag, and like that's like me holding a Biden thing, right? She's like doing it ironically, but at the same time, she really is against Zionism, but I think like she probably likes Trump and stuff. You know what I mean? Like she's.
Maybe. It's an interesting thing.
I don't know how.
What's her name again?
Crackhead Barney.
Crackhead Barney.
Well, there's a good Vice documentary on her, but yeah, she's a mess. Okay, did you see Kanye West wants to have sex with Michelle Obama?
No.
Yes, play the clip.
You, your wife, who's one other woman y'all gonna have a threesome with? You can pick anyone in the world. There's just one person. I think I know what you're thinking, but I'm not even gonna say no names. I just want to see what you would think.
Michelle Obama. Gotta fuck the president's wife.
There you have it. Yeah, Michelle Obama. I don't think that's the legit answer, but that's the answer for today.
You know the rumors about Michelle Obama.
I do, Big Mike. Big Michael.
You think Kanye has to know those rumors, right?
He for sure knows the rumors.
He probably started a lot of
He thinks he goes 50-50 chance.
Is Kanye gay like every other artist?
I don't know. Has he worn the dress? I think he's probably worn a dress.
Yeah, he kind of wears like...
He wears stuff that's like a dress.
Yeah, he wears feminine sometimes. He wears a kilt.
There you go.
Well, you know, Dave Chappelle, they said he was never in a dress. You know, he was in a dress in that, what is that movie about Robin Hood and Men in Tights?
Yeah.
He briefly wore a dress in that movie.
There you go.
That was his first.
Can't escape the dress.
First.
I mean, but the thing is, the problem is with comedy is inherently, it's a funny thing for a guy to wear a dress. Look at the kids in the hall.
Yeah, they all did it. And like literally everybody did it. Even Chris Farley, you know, that's what I'm saying. And they all call us.
Do it.
I've done it. I wear the tuck friendly and I get killed. I'm tuck friendly right now. I'm tucked up. I'm Tucker Carlson's biological stepson. So, I mean.
What do you think about that Tucker Carlson stuff with Nixon? Did you hear him talking about that on Rogan?
Yeah, I mean, dude, he actually.
I didn't realize that the Nixon thing was a potential.
Yeah, how Richard Nixon was involved. Yeah,
well, no, just how Richard Nixon was kicked out of office by the deep state.
Yeah, you didn't realize that Watergate was a total like.
I kind of fucking.
They supposedly
hook, line, and sinker. I think.
Well, and like he tapped some phones, but Barack Obama literally weaponized the Department of Justice against the Trump family during their campaign. He got in no trouble.
Nope.
Nothing compared to what they did. Watergate was like nothing compared.
Yeah, they were like surveilling them and everything, right?
Yeah, and it was, and that guy that broke the story was, you know, an ex-Fed. What's that guy, the famous journalist from it? But you got to watch that.
Bob Woodward.
Yeah, Bob Woodward.
He said he was a naval intelligence officer, and this was like Tucker Carlson said it was like the first. He was just decided to become a journalist, and his first thing was Watergate. And they're like, he's like, that would never happen. Where some new guy, he goes, you're taking.
Yeah, you're going to get this article, and you know I have to name drop a little bit because we're talking about my biological stepfather, Tucker Carlson, and I should have brought a picture, but he actually gave me a check from Jack Ruby, the guy that assassinated Lee Harvey Oswald.
Crazy.
That he was given as a gift that's hanging up on my wall, and it's a check written. It's
what?
Like, yeah, it's really like a bank note.
Dude, that is. I went there last time I was here for the eclipse, and I went to the JFK thing. That's the funniest tourist attraction,
isn't it?
In America, or maybe the world, because everybody's there. There's like people just like standing, you know, the other fence, like that wood fence, and there's just a lineup of people that just stand behind the fence to be like, and everybody knows it's bullshit.
Yeah,
like literally everybody goes, this whole thing's bullshit. There's like, and then there's 10 people there who are like, no, it's definitely Lee Harvey Oswald. Everybody's like,
there's factions of people like with tables, but don't even.
The most famous guy from like the Warren Commission was there, and he just has a table selling his book.
Gerald Ford was on.
But everybody's discussing their theory.
Yeah, they all have different
like nobody's just.
No,
that's
the
all they do.
mob did it. It was
everybody.
Some people think it had to do with NASA. I mean, the people have. I mean, seriously, because he was trying to do the space race. Like, you know, there's a lot of weird conspiracies with it.
Yeah.
But this has basically been our show, Danny. Tell the people where they can find you and how they can support you.
I will be at the House of Comedy all weekend, Thursday to Sunday here in Dallas. If you're around, otherwise you can find me Danny Jokes on Twitter, Instagram. I do a conspiracy show that you've been on, Low Value Mail, every Monday night at 9:00. And, of course, the Boys Cast with Ryan Long every Friday.
And I just had a panic attack because I realized...
And the Bathhouse every Wednesday. Tuesday.
Everybody needs to watch the Bathhouse and call into it. But this is the first time we had Danny in studio. We said a lot of spicy topics. Remember the first time I went on Low Value Mail?
Yeah, you got me a strike. From a fucking call.
Do not say how or why. They'll give us a strike for it.
It was just from you were literally being sarcastic.
Hey, Danny, how does your face feel, by the way?
It feels great. Why?
No, I'd be like, is it numb?
Why would my face be numb?
Because you took about 5 Delta 9 gummies.
You look like you're stoned.
I mean, I feel them, but why would my face be numb? Wait, is my face numb?
I don't know.
No, I can feel my face.
Okay, just check. You look very, very high. And
he's relaxed.
I'm pretty high. Yeah. I'm
it
pretty
works.
High.
Delta 8 works. It's crazy stuff.
Delta 9 or 8?
Delta 9. I forget. I'm one-way Stein. Delta 9. Alex Stein. I always forget. I forget my own rhymes sometimes. The Delta 9s are kicking in.
Yeah.
So this has been a great show. Everybody go support Danny. Come see him this weekend. I might be there Thursday or Sunday doing a guest spot, but I'm busy Friday, Saturday. In Austin this weekend, we're going to see all you chat rats. And then we got Shane Cashman on the show tomorrow. Is that correct?
Is he?
That's what he told me today.
Oh, then perfect. Yeah, he didn't tell me.
Shane Cashman in studio.
And Brent Pella on Skype tomorrow.
And Brent Pella on Skype. Danny probably knows him, or do you have animosity with Brent?
No, I like Brent.
Because he's super successful? Are you mad that he's more successful?
He's super funny, and he makes fun of
He's on TV.
I find funny.
He's more successful than us because he's on TV.
That's fun.
That's not fine with me because I'm a competitor.
Oh.
And that's why I'm going to plant.
I don't want to be on MTV, though.
I want to be on MTV. I want to be on VH1. I want to be on CNN. I want to be on it all. I'm a Delta 9 one-way Stein all the way out. All right, guys, we end the show the same way every time with the freestyle finale. DJ, hit that beat. Yo, 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 it's time to chill, and I got the drill. You know what the drill, and you know it's time to chill. Drill the screen, cause I'm feeling mean. Looking nice, and I'm looking lean. On the Delta 9, and I am prime time. High as a kite, even though I'm white. I don't know if Danny is white. Or
depends who you ask.
Jewish is different than being white, but either way.
Depends who you ask.
He is Canadian, and he is my good friend. We love Danny. He's got a nice fanny. Hit a home run like Manny Ramirez. Join the cartel, I'll make your bail. Got to go, you know that I love you so. All right, good night, guys. Like and subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow.